Keep on going through the endings, yeah. Doing everything I can, it ain't fair. What I'm doing, play my underwear. Not seriously, just kidding, I don't care. Hey, okay, I'm gonna wait here. Do I go to the new content now, or do we go somewhere else first? I don't know what to do. Broom closet, okay. First thing I saw, that's where I'm going.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned
Thank you,
around
motivational son! Alright, fine, I'm not on Twitch a lot, but I will. Trust. We will get back to the new content. Go to the broom closet, down the hall, to the left, out of... Okay, we're here. I'm gonna grab this wrench. Is that a wrench?
He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way.
Okay, sir, maybe we can find something to interact with. Well, look at that. Looks like there's some pliers.
Still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing?
Yeah, I know, I understand.
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Just sit in here. Okay, here we are, sitting around.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it.
I don't need to know about why I'm not supposed to be in here. I'm supposed to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing, sir. I'm not dead, sir. I would just...
Any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's
just sitting in here with you. After he is done, go out and then wait a little and go back in.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Hey, he's gone. He does not care anymore. That's what I'm here to do, is to go into broom closets when nobody else will. It's my job, sir. Do what he calls. Oh, whoa. I haven't been in here. Oh, is this the elevator to go up and down? Thank y'all for experiencing it with me. Oh, I'm supposed to go up and down a lot. Okay. See? I got a little bit of a brain. Keyboard, Razer Huntsman Tournament Edition, Mousepad, Rocat, Sense, Icon Mic, HyperX Quadcast. I know the HyperX Quadcast. That's a nice mic, man. That's a nice mic. Someone... Keyboard, Razer. Okay, I read this. This is the same place. I've heard definitely and know a little bit about the HyperX. I know that's a nice mic. Type in the passcode quick. Quick! Okay, I'm running. 2845.
Not a living soul anywhere. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
You're right.
That kind of anxiety
Me and the stream, we're literally kicking your butt, dude. I don't even know why you're still talking.
Music.
I let another streamer do this for 15 minutes, but I won't do that to you. You seem like a nice guy. The elevator is a troll by the devs and the narrator. It does nothing and you stay in the same place. Hey, I appreciate it.
And rejuvenated.
Thank you.
Stanley calmly
We're in this together now.
Into the opened passageway.
We're gonna work together. We're gonna work together. I'm with it. Let's go. Let's go. Y'all seem like some nice people too. I appreciate y'all kicking it with us while I was lurking. Ha 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 ha. Oh wait, no. No join means the elevator that takes you to the mind control facility. Oh. I'm gonna trust that you're not trolling me now.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me.
I couldn't tell you why I'm going back up. Just kidding. We're gonna troll the narrator. Not just... Okay, we're going back down. This one is the elevator. Didn't say eesh, but okay. This one is a okay, how about this? Ha ha! That's more accurate. And if you unplug the phone, everything will get out of control. What phone? Oh, the phone. Okay. You guys are saying, you are speaking as if I understand all these things. I don't know these references. My dear friends.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative.
Certificate of
I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Prompotinus? Chanti. Lugind. 2003. What a year. I don't think the phone that you guys are talking about is here. You guys have just left me to just figure this out. Oh, okay, here we go.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
Well, so do I continue?
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he?
No, I will not.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor?
Okay.
No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator.
Aside from the narrator,
begin to grapple with what might be up there.
What PCs are y'all running?
Is it the boss's office again? Or what?
Desktops or laptops? And if desktops custom built or pre-built? If pre-built, or I guess even not pre-built, what are your specs, graphics cards and CPUs? If you guys are interested in all that, because again, I'm looking into building a PC, but it's going to be a pretty hefty.
Oh my God!
Pretty hefty price,
it's
so
the
I just
boss's office.
Gonna see recommendations.
This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a time out here for a minute while I process this.
That bird doesn't look like it's working correctly.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace
you are doing
this
it.
stunning
I won't spoil the whole thing for you. Ha ha.
No,
you need to also
wait.
experience it.
No.
Okay.
I need more time to process.
Oh. I can do that too.
All right.
Oh, I missed it.
I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
I'm a mobile type of person, on the move a lot, so I iPad my way out of a lot of situations. I'm with it. I guess I shouldn't have assumed you guys were on computers. You don't need to be on a computer for Twitch.
Control facility.
No, I know about this right here. I know about this one place. That's not a good place to go. I think that this is a trick. I'm not doing it.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible
did I mess that up?
Did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
I just realized.
Did he have the strength to find
Should I have gone back? Hopefully you guys aren't like, yo. But worst case scenario, we just go to the new content. I might have missed it.
Now,
I'm sorry if I did.
I'm sorry. Their true nature revealed.
What can you do?
Each bore the number of an employee in the building. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe it couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
It's very possible. I'm not... Oh. Yeah, I'll go.
No. He refused to believe it.
This time I'm going to turn this on.
His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Essentially, yes. I mean, I've been at a computer blind from the world. I'm not sure what really makes a difference if I'm blind in the world in a facility or at a computer. Well, it happens. We can still do something here. When this lift comes, don't ride it. Go back to the light button. The doors behind you will open if you wait a little. Dang it!
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
Well,
Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking,
that's okay,
eating,
though.
working. All of it monitored and commanded.
Continue to watch in good quality.
And as the cold
I'll
reality
be
of
on
his
here for a
past
while,
began to sink in,
so I can
Stanley
either continue to go
decided that
through
this
these
machinery
ones,
would never
or
again
we can go
exert
towards
its
the new
terrible
content
power
at any
over
time.
another
I'm
human
not
life.
stressed.
For he
Don't be
would dismantle the controls once
you're
and
not.
for all.
It's a good day to be happy.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls.
Oh, I have to go
did
by.
you?
Okay.
Oh, Stanley, I help
'Cause it was
your effort,
2:30.
I really
It's probably
do.
like 3.
But you need to
I have to
understand,
go.
there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation?
Okay.
Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine.
Oh,
you
wow.
are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind.
I'm pretty
What a
sure I
shame we
saw a
have so
video
little
once
time
of
left to
somebody who
enjoy it.
knew the exact
Mere
passcode
moments until the
to be able
bomb
to get
goes
out of
off.
this.
But what precious
2.
moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about
Great.
me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
3, 4.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly
Button
what
hit
happened.
provided.
I
Continue.
erased them. I turned
Active
off the
button hit.
machine. I
Orange
set you
71.
free. Of course, that was merely in
Orange
this instance of the story.
71.
Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you
What?
sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I
That's
let
not
the
even a
office sink
number.
into the ground, swallowing
Orange
everyone
71?
inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
What in
I
the
have to say
world?
this, though, this version
I'm sure there
of events
probably
has
is
been
some way
rather
of doing
amusing.
this. I have no idea
Watching you
though.
try to
Orange
make sense
71.
of
Nope.
everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go.
Orange.
But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even better. My goodness, only 34
71.
seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much.
5.
I'm going to put some extra time on the clock.
3.
Why not?
Dark blue.
These are precious additional seconds.
Oh wow.
Stanley.
I have
Time
no
doesn't
idea
grow
what I'm
on
doing.
trees.
None of these are. Oh.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're
Variable
going or what
not
you're supposed to be
access.
doing right now? Or did you just assume when
There's
you saw
definitely
that
something
timer
going on.
that
I have
something
no
in this
idea what it
room was
is.
capable of turning it off? Take a look
Oh.
at the clock, Stanley.
Hey.
That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces.
Facility
Will
power.
you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you let
5.
it go peacefully?
Is this 3
Another
over here?
Choice. Make it count.
Oh man.
Or don't.
3,
It's
3,
all
3,
the
3,
same
3,
to
3,
me.
3.
All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every
Code
second of your inevitable
employee
life from the moment we
427.
fade in
Goodbye,
until the
employee
moment I
427.
say,
Well,
happily ever after.
that's not good. And I'm dead. At least we got this background lo-fi. That's all we need. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm going to the new Yeah, I'm going to new content.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
I don't know. I would love to figure that out.
Hello, and and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
You're welcome.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
This is riveting.
Please step
really
inside
out
and
of this
see
world.
what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
These papers. 5th Annual Subcommittee Meeting of Internal Revenue Analysis for Committers of the Royal Revenue Discussions Club. Nice.
Okay, so
I'm
far
crazy
it's
about copy.
Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
I'm sure it is, friend.
All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
It's early in the morning for me. Had to get a little yawn in.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if oh,
As if we're going
let's
up an
see
elevator.
the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
I'm on my way. Don't you worry.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
I like it. Nope, I can't jump anymore.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Maybe, I don't know. I couldn't
Another
tell you.
elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
Well,
it's
I'm
just
sorry.
elevators and jumping.
I was hoping that this would be
exciting new content?
good enough for you.
If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good. Yes, I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
You still there? Motivational. Thank you
That's
for
it?
enjoying the new
Oh,
content.
you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset
Apparently
the
these
game,
expectations
and we'll try
that
to
I
get
have
back
set
to
are
what
too
the
much.
Stanley
I thought this
Parable
was
is really
fantastic.
about. No gimmicks. Just you
This
and
sign-
me having a great time together like always.
Probably decently expensive. Spent a lot of time to buy it. That's odd.
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
What about this sunset? Hey, I was just playing with Motivational Sunset. Or I was just talking to Motivational Sunset. Then I think he went to go, because he prefers YouTube. Me too.
Okay, you remember how cheap and
Low-key,
unsatisfying
low-key,
the new
low-key.
Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look. I call
Wow.
it the memory zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want.
Wow.
Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
This is the memory zone. This is gorgeous out here, though. A little bit two-dimensional at certain distances, but hey, this is still nice. The bread basket, phone, that cable from the broom closet.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
I like how this was for The Last of Us, but apparently it's for the Stanley Parable. Let's see how you're playing. I wish I had that postcard. I remember. There's me. It's just many pictures of me. Nice. 2013. So that's not the time where I'm at. Wow. What a memory lane that we're diving down. What a memory lane. Wow. Well, this is... I'm sorry. Person of the Year. Stanley? And his fake wife? Hey, that's a button. That's a button. That's a button up there. It's a button. Oh, maybe it's a button that's on the wall. I can't probably touch it.
Here's another moving passage, this time
Oh
from
my goodness.
GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a
Stop
game.
flexing
9 out
on
of 10.
me.
Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect.
You're gonna make me
These
sad.
were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't
serious
give to go
room.
back to have it all over again.
This guy's got really... he's going through something. He's kind of sad right now. I don't want to disturb him. Maybe we should just let him vent. We all gotta vent sometimes.
Wait, hang on.
I
I don't
vent to
recall
the
this
Lord.
part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? No, Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here.
It's getting
Surely
serious.
these reviews were
Time to sit
good
up.
as well, weren't they?
What did Steam say? Not recommended. Honestly, I could not be
Honestly,
bothered
I
to
could
play
not
this
be bothered
game.
to play this game to full completion.
Narrator's
The narrator is
obnoxious and
obnoxious
unfunny.
and unfunny,
Wow.
with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny.
Whoa.
I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
He's got a point. I can't get over there, can I? Nope. Can I get in here? Nope. Now it's thundering. Alright. It's just gone completely quiet in chat. That's okay. We're gonna
let's see
keep
what
on
this one
trucking
says.
along. Me and
Well,
y'all.
the idea for the game is good.
On YouTube.
For someone who prefers
That's
non-linear
where we
games,
swag.
this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley?
Swag.
I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite
How are you
shocking
gonna
for
say
me.
you don't want someone to be
I
preachy?
always- well, to be honest, I had always thought
I'm
of the
a
game's dialogue
pastor.
as being rather terse.
I'm a
to
youth
begin
pastor.
with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from
They're
the
not
game
insulting
to get it to
the
feel as light and
narrator
airy as it...
alone.
Well, I always thought it
Me
did,
too.
but maybe it wasn't.
Me too.
Yeah. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. I feel like a failure.
Come on, narrator.
Like I let these people down.
You're putting us to sleep.
Perhaps the Stanley Parable
On
isn't
purpose.
quite as sterling as I always remember. What's this one got to say?
Oh, I got an email.
You constantly have to stop doing anything
Got the
so the
analytics.
narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews for record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Okay, here we go.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people, and if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices.
How many minutes has it been?
You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more...
No.
Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you?
It's been an hour.
But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption,
I don't really want you to call me sport, though.
to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this. And okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on. Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
12 hours?
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times. And there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's
then
just
we're going to go forward.
Oh, Stanley, you're back.
Oh, wow.
You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing?
You're asking me some intense questions.
But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. Oh... Hello, it's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time.
I feel bad skipping past now.
Days. Months. I lost it all in
No, we're gonna go another 2 years. How much time has it been? 10 years? Wonder what the average lifespan of that type of smoke alarm is. The clock's gone. Is it working? Clock is not working.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability, it's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's...
Sorry. Is he still alive? Hopefully. He seemed very lively at that moment. He's probably still there.
The end is never the
There he is.
Never the end is 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 never the.
We've sprung a leak. Yep, clock is definitely broken. Tree is very withered. Tree is gone. Hole in the ceiling. We're gonna go further. Oh, it's sunny. Nice. Narrator? Narrator, is that you? It's ferns! Wait a minute, weren't we told about ferns? I was told to recognize ferns. What is that? Hey, these look like those miracle berries. Now we're gonna go. This does not look quite as happy. How did everything die? Goodbye. Goodbye. Whoa. Alrighty. Yeah, we're gonna call this, we gotta go. Hello? Hello? Oh. The button's broken. That was the ending.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay.
What could it mean?
Pause. I'll be back. God bless y'all. Jesus loves y'all. I'll see y'all in like 5 to 10 minutes. Peace. And we're back. As you can see, I took my glasses off because
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Not
Perhaps
motion
he had
sick,
simply
but
missed a memo.
they're blue light glasses. I don't actually have a prescription. We're going back to the new content. That's what we're gonna do. Oh wow, new content.
Oh good, you noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Alright. Let's see it. Anyone here? Anyone still here? Hello? What is the new content?
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is
Okay.
why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Hey.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from
Looks
the
like it's
ground
just
up.
you and me,
Why there
y'all.
are so many possibilities? It could go in
This just
so
got
many
serious.
different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
What is this? Off
Calling it the Stanley
painting
Parable 2
K.
is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there.
They're back.
It's future-oriented.
2 doors.
It screams
Stanley Parable
progress
2.
and innovation and long-term franchising potential. Now, to be clear, I haven't
When the
quite
game
nailed down what
developers, when the
exactly
game
the Stanley
developers
Parable
couldn't pick
2 is
between
going
two
to be.
names,
But
they
let's
picked
take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that
Sequels are
surely the
good.
game
Portal
will sort
2,
of naturally
Half-Life 2,
spring
Batman,
up
Arkham
around
Asylum
them.
2,
It'll
City,
all work itself out. Game
Divinity,
development
Original
is much
Sin
more
2,
of a
Doom
fuzzy
2,
magic
Aladdin 2,
than
Return
anything
of Jafar,
scientific or
Dark
logical,
Souls 2.
really.
Meeting plan. Goo. $10. $11.30. $11.35. $12.02. Scrum. Design pitch. Break. Pitch design. Number 2. Chat. 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils, 2 arms, 2 legs. Who took the red marker? Me. It's a red. Well, I guess the red doesn't matter. It's 2. 2 is the sequel to The Stanley Parable. Is this prequel to The Stanley Parable 2? Is the sequel. Isn't that so nifty? This is the way to the show floor. New features. New content. Jaum City? Man. Okay. We're literally walking the red carpet. Reassurance bucket. The button that says the name of the player that's playing the game. Infinite hole. No. Epilogue. I don't want the epilogue yet. Let's go for...
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just
Okay, y'all
play
ready?
along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
They call me Jim.
Jim.
Yes! You
They know.
see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
I'm still Jim.
Jim.
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Jim.
Okay, well, what's next? This door? Nope, we're going back downstairs. That was the only reason we went up here, was to say Jim. Game. The
I
Stanley
suppose I could
Parable
allow
2
only people
reassurance
named
bucket.
Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Please no screenshots. Merch. The end is never the end again. This t-shirt is the best new feature. 2. Please no screenshots.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with? You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Wow.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on.
No, I want the bucket. We're not gonna move on. This looks intense.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true.
What in the world?
As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may
Thanks.
even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms.
Can
And to be
I grab it?
honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me. Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Okay, picking up. Boom.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the
Looks like it's
Stanley
been used
Parable
for
2.
tack. Like tacking an
Does anyone
asphalt.
give out awards for
roadway.
most enjoyable bucket in a video
Office
game?
decorations.
That really
Infinite
should
hole.
be an award if it isn't already.
What is over this way? So there's an infinite hole, office decorations. You heard Jim in the game. Jump circle, infinite hole. But this is the, okay. Let's go to the infinite hole. This way. Free new and easy achievement. I can't believe it's that simple. Get it here. Wow. Pull the lever, receive your new achievement. No more steps. It just works. Get yours right now.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes, you see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Can I break this? Maybe? Let's get it.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
That's lame.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
This one. Time depth. Time like infinity. Distant spacetime. Distant past. Whole like infinity. Falling. Distant spacetime. Time. Deeper. Okay. Rim. Opening. Surrounding area. Depth. Infinite. All entrance. Infinity. Hole. Infinite hole chart. Educational use. Falling. Infinity. More holes. Science. More. Question mark? Space. Depth. Infinite hole chart. It just keeps going. What in the world?
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is in fact a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Yep, looks like we're going down there.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Great! Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Let's jump.
Okay, and I guess we're back in the hole now. Did you really need to see it again? I don't know what else there is to say, Stanley. It's an infinite hole. It's exactly what you're doing right now, but forever. There really are so many other fascinating exhibits that I've prepared for you. I really spent quite a lot of time on all this, and I would very much like to show you some more of them. How about we go ahead and press that teleport button again so we can get back to what's really important about... Oh, goodness. Well, this is rather embarrassing, Stanley.
Meeting at 2 p.m.
I'll be honest with you. I truly did not believe that anyone would actually stay in the hole long enough to hit the bottom. Yes, I know. I told you the hole was infinite, but come on.
Every pause button
Who
is
actually
a
wants
Roman
to
numeral
fall
2.
The hole was plenty deep. It was more than deep enough, in my opinion.
Just
Maybe it's you who likes falling too much. Maybe you're the problem.
Just the two of us building castles in the
Things got
sky.
a little
Just the
heated
two
there.
of
I think
us,
we
you
both
and I.
said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here. Oh, for heaven... You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there, goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow, okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something.
In all
Let's pop
honesty,
back up to
I
the
don't
top,
have an
and we'll see if it
explanation
gets
either.
any shorter. Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot.
Da-da-da.
How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on. Is the, teleport button not working?
It does
sure?
not seem to be, sir.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more
He's
time with it
leaving.
than you could ever have asked for.
What am I
It's
supposed to
a
do?
win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
I wish I had my jumping button. What? Huh? Boo-doo. Wow. This is getting intense.
My head's stronger. Now you're no longer.
Stanley! Oh good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodaloo.
What just happened? What just happened? Okay.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
What are some of the new features? Office decorations, reassurance bucket, Reassurance bug. Okay, so I guess jump circle, mostly infinite hole. Wait, now it's mostly infinite. What is that? Bankruptcy. The baby is all grown up. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Collectibles? Can you find them? Can you find them?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them.
Let's get out of here. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna call the game when I collect
God,
all
it
6.
really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Jumps remaining
You know
0.
what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as
Hey.
well. It's oh wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle.
Sorry.
Oh well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
What is the mostly infinite hole? Hello? Whoa, everything's changing. Mostly infinite hole. Here we go. Let's go. It's a little dry here in the Twitch. Like chicken and a biscuit, but and there's no hole. It's gone. It's gone. Well, okay, that's fine. That's all right. What is the epilogue? Oh, this isn't the epilogue. What? I thought it was right here. That's new. It should be right here, right? Yes.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Mostly infinite hole, free achievement. Settings world champion. Can we go to, no wait, it's settings world champion. Settings world champion? So I have to probably get the collectibles. How silly is that? That's pretty cool.
All right, have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now? So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
All right.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Here we go.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted
thought this
fans
was a
to
nice
love it.
gag.
No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction,
I wonder what that could be.
Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up.
I have an idea. Like,
perfect.
Super Deluxe?
Go ahead. Take a look.
Whoa. This is pretty awesome. This is the theme song now. Wow. The narrators actually made a very fantastic intro. Alright, let's begin the game.
This is the story of a man. No one had showed up
one.
to give him instructions. Here we go. What is or is not a bucket?
We're gonna find out.